Hello, good morning. Happy birthday, June 15th, babies. And happy strawberry full moon. That happened in the transition from the night before into this morning, and that the energy will be around here for a while. So we're going to connect and see what messages are going to be coming up here for the collective, for all of those drawn to this video as we are in this strawberry full moon energy, and see what messages we have coming up. And so we'll move you just a little bit closer. Your card for the day here, my lovelies, not surprising at all, is the Devil. Now, if you are a Capricorn, this could be a positive energy for you or a positive card for you, because it's your card, right? It's the card of Capricorn. And so for me, when I'm reading for somebody and your major arcana card comes up, then it tells me that you're coming into your power. You're breaking out of expectations, out of like programming, conditioning. You're coming into the authentic self. You're, living unapologetically your best life without concern or worry what others are thinking. So when I'm reading for somebody and your major arcana card comes up, it's very good. It's very positive. If you have Capricorn placements, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, something important that is being cleared or moved along. Now, for the rest of us, the Devil card can come up in a few different ways. It can come up when we're feeling a lot of fear and we're feeling stuck in a situation. Now, one of the things, and I'm not an astrologer, so if I'm not explaining anything correctly, please forgive me, but my understanding is from the position of this moon being in Sagittarius, being squared with Neptune, and having that Pisces Sagittarius square energy meeting up. A lot of us may be wanting to see change or get to the truth or make changes, and we may also feel a little bit uncomfortable with that. We may feel a little bit like, I don't know, like maybe I should just leave it be, maybe I should just let it be, maybe I shouldn't look at it. But this energy may build, and some of us are feeling more and more like, I need to make this change. I'm scared to make this change. I need to make this change. It's time for a change. Oh my gosh, what if it goes wrong? I need to do this. What if I'm wrong? And so there could be this struggling with the negative ego. There could be this struggling with the fear. And so some of us are dealing with negative ego right now. And a lot of you have heard me say this before. The closer we are to a massive change, a really big change in our life, the meaner and the louder the negative ego becomes. Even when the change is a good thing, negative ego hates change. So the closer you are to a change and the bigger the change is, the harder the negative ego is going to work to stop you, and the meaner it's going to become. So even if you master that mindset and you tell yourself, you know what, I know this is negative ego, I'm not going to listen to it, right? And the fears that it keeps bringing up in my mind, I'll use that as a tool. I'll put that in my little arsenal here, and I'll come up with some ideas or some backup plans or some safety nets. Like, okay, maybe that might go wrong. How might I be able to get around that? How might I prepare myself to deal with that situation should it come up? And you may use it as like a way to prepare and protect yourself. You may turn it into a positive. But sometimes when we overcome the negative ego like that, then we may be met with opposition from those around us, or people who are discouraging us, or people who are telling us that, we can't do something or we shouldn't do something. And so whatever it is, from whatever angle this fear may be coming at you with, you're being met with it because the negative ego is terrified of change, and you're about to make a big, massive change. Okay, a lot is going to be revealed to us in the coming months, especially with the energy that full moon in Scorpio eclipsed energy set into motion. A lot of truth is going to be revealed to us, and we're going to see a lot of true colors in the people around us. We're going to make big changes and decisions as far as like who we're aligned with, who we're dealing with, who we have in our circle. We may see people that we really thought very highly of in an unhinged way or in a different kind of light, and we're like, ooh, I don't know that I want to be with this energy anymore. Some of you already had a head start on that. I know a lot of things happened for me back home with people I grew up with, where, well, not people I grew up with, but people that I had established friendships with after starting over in my life. So they were like very close to me, but things happened all around the world in terms of politics and belief systems, and we all know, and it's not my place to tell you what your politics should be or what you should believe. I'm not here to influence anybody's political positions. But my issue was that people that I had always thought of being very loving, very kind people, I just saw extreme ugliness, extreme hatred coming out. And I saw it on both ends. Because some of you hear what I'm saying, you're like, oh, I know what side that is. I had friends on both sides, and I saw the worst come out in both sides. And I don't believe in bringing about change through violence. I don't believe in harming people. I don't believe in like coming in with a spirit of destruction. And I was seeing that on both sides, and I was hearing people say things and reading people post things that were terrifying to me. And I completely and totally disconnected. I was like, I don't want any part of this. I even moved, I even relocated. Some of you may be seeing this kind of energy around you. You may be seeing an ugliness that is emerging. And this is a part of truth being revealed. A part of truth being revealed and decisions being made within ourselves in terms of, who will we serve? And sometimes people come into the energy of serving the devil, not in a spirit of evilness, but under the spirit of fear. Right? If we choose fear, that is a form of being in service or in servitude to that devil energy. So it's time for you to break out of that fear and not allow the negative ego to hinder you, to block you, to slow you down, to stop you, and to embrace the changes that are coming up. Now, there's a couple of things, one message I'm going to save for another time, because it did come to me in meditation, and I will share it with you all, but I might be cramming too much into this video. So I'm just going to say one of the ones, like the easier one that came up or the simpler one that came up. I know a lot of people are looking for some kind of a sense of ritual, or you're wanting to do something to cleanse, to clear, to manifest, and you're like, I want to get an energy healing, but there's no energy healers near me, or I can't afford it, or I don't know who to trust, or I really want to light my incense and do all this stuff, but where I'm living I can't light incense, or my family can't know what I'm doing, or they're gonna be like they're gonna think I'm conjuring evil spirits or something, or whatever the situation might be. You might be in a space where you don't have a bathtub and you can't take a sea salt bath. You can't light incense. You can't do aromatherapy. You can't do singing bowls and bells. You might have to do things very quietly or very much on the down low. One thing that I did at a time in my life that was very, very, very helpful, and I did it out of the spirit of necessity. I couldn't burn incense. I didn't have a bathtub. I couldn't do any of this kind of stuff. And this is something that came to me in meditation. And now I can burn incense where I am. I have a bathtub. I take spiritual baths very often. But I still do this little thing that came to me because it is very helpful, and I'll do it from time to time. Um, think about what you're wanting to feel. Maybe you feel very unattractive and very unloved. Uh, then what? Think about how it feels to feel attractive and to feel loved, and think of a color. Assign that a color. It might be different for different ones of you. Okay, assign that a color. Maybe some of you are like, well, I just want to think of the chakras, and the heart is green, so I'm going to say green. That's fine. Some of you might say, well, I think of pink or I think of red. That's fine. Whatever color comes to you that you would assign to this feeling of being loved or feeling good about yourself, or you want to feel brave, you want to feel courageous, what color would that be for you? Try to pick a color that you associate with this feeling, and you can go down to the hardware store, or you can go to the store and you can find a light bulb that is that colored light. You can even go on Amazon, or some of you I know maybe don't want to buy on Amazon, but you might go online and you can order it from online. You could even find light bulbs that are regular, but you can change the color, right? Maybe some of you are really fancy and you have the lights that sync up with your iPhone, or I don't have an iPhone, but you might have like the lights that sync up with your phone or with your Alexa, or you may just get a light bulb that has like a little simple remote control, and you can click it with the remote control. It'll change colors. So you can just get one light that changes colors. You can get a few different colored light bulbs, whatever you want to do, and just put that in and have that light, and like assign a space where you want to do this. Maybe you want to do it in your bedroom, or maybe you want to have a specific space where you want to do it, and put that colored light bulb in, and just take like this light bath. Just pray, meditate, rest, lay down, relax, and just take in that light, and focus on that color and the way that color is making you feel. It can be a really, really powerful way to get energy, to get motivated, to move in a new direction, or to overcome the fear. Give it a try. It's something that's been very helpful for me. Like I said, when it came to me, it came out of a spirit of necessity, because I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. I couldn't burn incense. I couldn't take a bath. I couldn't even light candles. Oh my gosh, the person I was living with had like super extra sensory, like, I mean, they would just be like, I'm like, oh good, everybody's asleep, and I'm like lighting a candle at like 2 in the morning, and do you have a candle going in there? I smell it. It's like, holy moly. um so it's just something that like came out of necessity, but it's something that I found to be very useful and very helpful. And so from time to time I'll still do it, because I like the vibe of it. I like the feel of it. So that could be a way, like for some of you to kind of, especially if you struggle with meditation, you struggle with visualization, this can be very helpful. Okay. You may want to check out your weekly forecasts if you haven't already. There's a link in the description that will take you to the playlist to watch the weekly forecast. There's also a link in the description that will take you to the playlist to watch the June love readings, if you haven't checked those out yet. And there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page if you want to schedule a private reading with me. And so you can do that by clicking on the link. It will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous day ahead, my darlings, and we will see you all in tomorrow's message. Take care and be well.